Hello, am I audible? Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Harish. Good morning, Vishika. Good morning, Vita. Actually, this condition was condition for secant. So today what we are going to do is we will be seeing secant function and cotangent cosecant function. Secant and cosecant both we are going to see today. So first, after secant we will solve questions related to secant and then cosecant. Okay. But first important point here is that we know that general secant function, it will be exactly lying between r minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2 to r. That means this is the domain and this is the range. Now you will be thinking, auntie, why this one? Because if you will see the graph, you will understand why there is a set of why subtraction is needed. Integers like pi by 2 or multiples of pi by 2 is removed from here. There is a reason behind it. Okay, this is exactly. Good morning, Farana. Good morning, Harish. Good morning, Vishika. Good morning, Vashwin. Good morning, everyone. But now look here. A very important point here is that when I am drawing secant function, here one important point means I have just drawn the part which is not bijective. This is not at all bijective. Okay. Now can you say this is what type of function? By seeing the graph itself, can you be able to say which type of function it is? By seeing the graph itself, can you be able to say what type of function it is? Can you tell me what type of function it is? Voice is not clear. 1 minute, beta. I'll check. Hello? Hello? For everyone, my voice is clear or not? Please kindly check one time. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Am I audible? Am I audible? Harish, Vishika, check one time. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Now check, is it okay? Now check one time. Okay, say beta, say first, say now. I have checked. Now am I audible to you? Hello? External sound is creating problem. External sound. Now check. Now check. Is it okay? Measure now check beta. Now am I audible? Am I audible? Now some problem is coming, sound is coming, tell me first. Quickly say beta, start the class. Okay. Now problem is not there. Is it not echoing now? Quickly say, is it echoing or now it is okay? Is it echoing or now it is okay, beta? Mic problem. Your mic is perfectly alright. Now check. Mic is perfect only, beta. Check. Okay. And see what is the problem today. Now look here, beta. For secant function, the general domain is exactly, I am asking you one question that, is it, what type of function it is? Tell me the type of function. If I am audible, tell me the type of function, beta. What type of function this is? 1, 1, many 1, into, onto. What do you feel? What type of function this is? Exactly you have to understand. I have written here set of real number. In the domain I have written set of real number minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2. The reason behind writing this one is because here pi by 2, minus pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, asymptotic lines are there. And these asymptotic lines do not touch the curve till infinity. Because of that, the curve will break there. So definitely at every pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, it is exactly not, what you can say, it is exactly not going to touch the curve. The asymptotic, the curve will break. The curve will break at every pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2, it's like this. Every time the curve will break at pi by 2 and minus also minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2. Now, beta, what type of function it is? Can you tell me what type of function it is? What type of function it is? Tell me now. What type of function this is, beta? Just inform me the type of function it is. Inform me the type of function. So you are saying that, auntie, it is going to repeat. Here also, it is exactly going to repeat. This section again, it will come like this. This section again, it will come like this. So definitely, it is many one. It is many one onto. It is many one onto or into. It is many one onto or into. It is many one onto or into. It is exactly what? Correct only. So now what we are going to do? We have to convert it into bijective. First responsibility is to convert it into bijective. Until and unless we will not be able to convert it into bijective, we will not be able to find inverse of it. So we found a solution. What we did is we converted it into bijective. Now this is a way to convert bijective. What change we have done? See, you know that cos theta and sin theta, they both are reciprocal of each other. Now what is the principle of cos theta? Principle of cos theta is 0 to pi. Okay, 0 to pi. But here it will exactly go ulta. Means principle of cos theta, same principle secant theta will also take. But problem here is secant breaks at pi by 2. There was a reason behind telling you drawing this graph. The reason behind is to tell you that secant theta breaks at, the curve of secant theta breaks at pi by 2. Though cos theta curve is continuous, secant theta curves break at pi by 2. So if it will take angle, then what will be the change of the angle so that it will be able to do 1 1 on 2. Means it has to get converted into bijective. To get converted into bijective, we need to do one change, and that is we have to exclude 90 pi by 2. Once you will exclude 90, then that is pi by 2, it will automatically come to its part. So definitely here in the domain for secant theta, if we will do a small change, only we will not consider pi by 2, rest of everything we will consider, then again it is going continuous. See, look here, 0 correct, pi by 2 correct, but only one condition, pi correct, but pi by 2 we are not including. Pi by 2 we are not including. So see here, the domain is exactly having 0 to pi excluding pi by 2. The domain is having exactly 0 to pi principle, but problem here is this one pi by 2 because secant is not defined at pi by 2. I have showed you that first one. So now this part should be eliminated. Now if pi by 2 will be eliminated, then this section should not be coming into account. Then this section should not be coming into account. Now definitely here there is one change. If this part you might have understood, then we know that cos theta value lies between strictly minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 to 1. Cos theta value lies between, correct only everyone, cos theta value lies between beta minus 1 to 1. Cos theta value lies between what? Minus 1 to 1. So since cos theta value lies between minus 1 to 1 beta, now we have to do a change. What change we are needing here? Cos theta value lies between minus 1 to 1, then but secant value is strictly, secant value is strictly greater than minus 1. Greater than minus 1, greater than minus 1 or less than minus 1. Its value is strictly less than minus 1. So definitely it never, the value of secant theta never lies between. See, since it is reciprocal, so what changes secant is exactly having. Now cos and secant, you just see cos theta value strictly lies between minus 1 to 1. That means its all values of cos theta lies between minus 1 to 1. Since secant is reciprocal of it, its all value must lie between minus 1 to infinity. So reciprocal of it will go for this change. So none of its value will lie between minus 1 to 1. It's, see here, cos theta, the value lies between minus 1 to 1, secant theta, the values lies between minus 1 to minus infinity and 1 to infinity. So this will become the range. This will become the range of secant theta. And when this domain and this range you are taking, then it is exactly 1, 1 on 2. 1, 1 on 2. 1, 1 on 2. And since it is coming 1, 1 on 2, it is bijective. It is bijective. So first one was not bijective. Check the first part. The first part is exactly not bijective because general we have taken. Now what we have done? We have changed the domain. Now domain, instead of this domain, we have taken again principal. But since secant theta is breaking at pi by 2, that's why pi by 2 must be excluded because asymptotic line is at pi by 2. What is asymptotic line? Asymptotic lines are those lines which cannot be touched by the curve. The curve is not at all going to touch it. So since asymptotic line is drawn, because of that, exactly what we have done, we have taken here from 0 to open interval pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. And same way here about its range, we have to change its range also because cos theta lies between minus 1 to 1. So since secant theta is reciprocal of it, none of its value should lie between minus 1 to 1. So here either then excluding these values between minus 1 to 1, its value will lie. So this is exactly going for 1, 1 on 2. This is going for what function beta? 1, 1 on 2. 1, 1 on 2. 1, 1 on 2. So if it is going for 1, 1 on 2, that means what will be the new? For bijection, which section we are taking for bijection now? Only this section we are taking for bijection. That is 0. This part is 0. So here it will come 0. But this section is 1. So 0, 1, 2. Pi by 2. This section is pi by 2. Here pi by 2 is exactly this part is pi by 2. So now at pi, so this will be the, for this only inverse is possible. For this much part only inverse is possible. For this much section only inverse is possible. And this is exactly 1, 1 on 2. This is exactly what beta? 1, 1 on 2. 1, 1 on 2. Its inverse is possible for this reason only. Inverse is possible only for this region. And it is what beta? It is exactly called as 1, 1 on 2. 1, 1 on 2. Now, we will go for its inverse. So we will say that secant inverse, okay, secant inverse of x, this function will be exactly possible for domain will now change and codomain will change, domain and range will definitely go change. So here it will go minus infinity to minus 1 and then 1 to infinity. Now domain changed and it will exactly come from 0 to pi by 2 union pi by 2 to pi. So this part will come for secant inverse, this part will come beta. Now this will become the domain and this will become the range. This will become the domain and this will become the range. So this section for secant theta, secant inverse x we have taken. Now after taking secant inverse x, only one last part left. Beta, tell me till here, any doubt is there? Any doubt is there till here? Tell me quickly, beta. Any doubt is there? Any doubt is there till here? Then tell me. Any doubt is there? Now it will start from here, beta. Inverse will change because this part is exactly from 1 only it will start. From here it will go like this. Okay, it will go like this. It will become 0 to pi. Inverse we will change. This line will be exactly now. This line will be exactly asymptotic line will be drawn here. Okay. Let me draw this line. It will be easy for you to understand. Now look here, beta. Here, this part is exactly coming as origin. Now here, initially what we were taking here plus 1 value will be there. Check this one. It will just go ulta, beta. It will just go ulta. Here, this part will come as 1 and 0. Okay. This section will go negative because now x will become negative here. So minus 1 will come here. Minus 1 will come here. Remember, this side is x negative now because everything you have changed. X and y part you have changed. So it will exactly minus 1 and pi will come here. Now this section will be pi. This section will be pi. Check one thing better. And this line which will not be touched by the curve. This line will not be. Oh, one change I have done. This section will not be. One more line I have to draw below. I have just drawn this line. Wait. I have to draw one asymptotic line, otherwise it will create problem. I have to draw it again. I don't know anyway. Otherwise it will create problem. One more line I have to draw. In between I forgot to draw one line. Just give me a minute. Now it will come okay. Two lines will be there and one will be starting from here. Again I left it wrong touch. Is it okay now? Check. Is it okay now? Now it will start from here because 1 pi by 2 I have left. This will be asymptotic line. This will become pi by 2. And then this will become pi line. Now it is okay. Correct only. Pi by 2 and pi over. Pi by 2 and pi beta. One line in between I have not drawn, that is the asymptotic line. 0, pi by 2 and pi. This line will become beta minus 1 because here x value will be minus 1 and this one will become pi. Here x value will be exactly coming as 1 because this is the axis only. If I write axis it will become easy. In between one line I have not drawn. Let's check it. Now is it okay? Check everyone. Minus 1 to pi will come beta. Minus 1 to pi will come and 1 to 0 will come. Minus 1 to pi, 1 to 0 will come. So are you ready for the race now? Check everyone. So this graph is ready. Previous graph is also ready. That is also, both are correct now beta. Only one line I have not drawn. That is for pi by 2. Space I have not kept, so I just do it again one more time. No change. It's correct only. Ready? First question. Secant inverse 2. Very easy question. Find the principal value for secant inverse 2. Second one, secant inverse minus 2 by root 3. Beta, you know domain, you know range, you know that. Okay, one type if this I have left. Secant inverse, secant theta, exactly theta it is giving, and theta exactly lies between closed interval 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. Okay, for secant inverse x, we are getting x, and x lies between minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Now this value I have left. Now tell me answer. So this time, oh my god, Harish has given both answer at a time you have to give. To get the rank you have to write both the answer at a time, and only one person has written both the answer at a time, and that is Vishiga. So this time Vishiga got first rank. She has given both the answer at a time. The first answer she has given is, the first answer what Vishiga has given is pi by 3. The second answer she has given is, oh my god. Need to be checked. The second answer need to be checked, beta. Second answer need to be checked. Secant minus 2 by root 3. Second answer need to be checked. Second answer need to be checked. Second answer need to be checked. This one everyone knows. We know that this is exactly angle. Secant inverse minus 2 is nothing but angle. So we will make it equal to angle. Secant inverse of 2 is equal to theta. So secant theta is equal to 2 beta. Then nothing is there. Secant theta. 2 value comes in which? Pi by 3, that is 60. So secant pi by 3. So theta is equal to pi by 3 and 100% pi by 3 belongs to 0 to 90 union 90 to 180. My intelligent children, tell me one thing. Your domain is 0 to pi. No negative is coming. Your second answer is coming negative. Your second answer is coming negative. Your second answer is coming negative. If your second answer will come negative, how can it be possible? Because it is not at all possible, Navita. How can it be possible? You itself tell me, how can it be possible? 0 to 180 it is coming. And in between minus pi by 6. Will minus pi by 6 comes between 0 to 180? Quickly, 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 quickly. This time everyone, okay. Now Harish has changed it, Maheshwar has changed it, Rishika has changed it. Yes, beta, correct only. Now you are absolutely correct. Now I am going to tell you about this also. So look here, beta. Most important problem for the second case is secant inverse minus 2 by root 3 is there, beta. And that is equal to, if you are taking theta, then secant theta is equal to minus 2 by root 3. So definitely minus 2 by root 3 will come in second quadrant. Second quadrant, yes or no? Second quadrant only. So second quadrant is pi minus theta. Your secant theta, this angle is what? Pi by 3 or pi by 6? Pi by 6. This angle is exactly pi by 6. So what we are going to do? And that negative we need. So it will come secant of pi minus pi by 6. So here theta will become 6 pi minus pi by 6 beta. So 100% what answer next time we have written, that is correct, absolutely correct. Now it is lying between 0 to pi by 2 open interval union pi by 2 to pi beta. I hope now you understood. Correct only, correct only. Why deleted the answer? Harish, absolutely correct. Now pi by 3, 5 pi by 6. Correct only. So only Maheshwar left the answer so that I can give him rank. So I am going to give Maheshwar rank. First rank goes to Maheshwar, second rank goes to Vishika, and third rank goes to Harish. Harish deleted his answer. Don't know why. Now look here. Next question. Get ready for next question. Your next question is, you have to find principal value secant inverse minus 2 plus secant inverse root 2, and your time starts now. Solve this question, beta. Try this question out. Try this question out. Secant inverse minus 2 plus secant inverse root 2. Try this question out. Let's see who is going to solve this first. Let's see who is going to solve this first, beta. Try this question out. Don't give up this question. Very easy question. Very, very easy question. Think about it. Think about it. Secant inverse minus 2. Very easy. You will find it out. Secant inverse root 2. Very easy. You will find it out. Okay, Maheshwar is telling 3 pi by 4. Harish is telling 11 pi by 12. Sum of the principal value of this. Sum of the principal value of this. Okay. Fine, let me check. Maheshwar is also telling now it is coming, auntie. Now it is coming 11 pi by 12. Sham is telling 11 pi by 12. Okay, let's check it up. Again minus is there. So we know that sine secant 2. Secant theta is equal to 2. When secant theta will be equal to 2? Pi by 3, that is 60. So secant pi by 3 is this much. So definitely we have to do pi minus pi by 3. That is 2 pi by 3. So this is giving you at what? 2 pi by 3. And this is exactly pi by 4. So 4 2s are 8 plus 3 pi by 12. 100% 11 pi by 12 is the correct answer. 11 pi by 12 is the correct answer. Anish answered correct. So first Harish, second Maheshwar, third Shyam, fourth Anish. Let me check live chat. Did I miss anyone's name? No. So first Harish, Maheshwar, Shyam, Anish. Absolutely correct. All four boys were absolutely correct. Where is Vishika? Where is Pratika? Where is why? Okay, next, find the principal value. Solve this one very nicely. Principal value, secant inverse 2 sine 3 pi by 4 plus secant inverse root 2. Solve it fast. Solve it fast. Solve it fast. Secant inverse 2 3 pi by 4 plus secant inverse root 2 plus secant inverse root 2. Try this question out better. Try this question out. Very easy question. Very easy question. More you will solve, more your hands will become free. Let's see who will give the answer. Harish has given the answer. So now, if Harish will be correct, he will be on the hat trick again today. Secant inverse root 2, secant inverse 2 sine 3 pi by 4. Okay, Vishika is telling pi by 2, Maheshwar is telling pi by 2, Anish also said auntie it is pi by 2. Fine. Sriram, what happened? Shyam, tell me better. What is the answer? What is the answer? Don't give up. Don't give up. Give the answer fast. Beta pi minus pi by 4. Sin pi minus pi by 4 will become. So here what is written for you? 2 sine secant. It will become sine pi minus pi by 4. Secant root 2. Such an easy question, nothing is there. Secant here 2 sine pi by 4. Now look here beta. Why I have written pi minus pi by 4? Because 3 pi by 4 is there. We have to find the value for that. We know that pi minus pi by 4 is nothing but 3 pi by 4 beta. Solve it, you will get 3 pi by 4. So pi minus pi by 4 sign is defined between 0, minus 90 to 90. So you have to convert into that region. Definitely sine the secant inverse, this is nothing but pi by 4. So one part directly we can get. Now secant inverse 2 sine pi by 4 means 1 by root 2. One time itself we can write root 2 and root 2 plus pi by 4. So now beta here this section will become secant inverse 2 root 2 by 2 cancel. So here also secant root 2 is coming. Secant root 2 after cancellation means pi by 4. Pi by 4 plus pi by 4 beta. That is 2 pi by 4. That is 1 pi by 2. 110%. Harish got first rank. Vishika got second. Maheshwar third. Anish fourth. Shyam fifth. Sriram sixth. Super. Fabulous piece of work. Very, very good. Very, very good. Let's go for next question. You have to find the principal value. Okay. Find the principal value. Find the principal value of secant inverse 2 tan 3 pi by 4 plus secant inverse minus 2 minus secant inverse root 2. Solve it. Remember this time Harish on a hat trick. Harish is on a hat trick. Harish is on a hat trick again. Harish has given answer 19 pi by 12. 19 pi by 12. And that too in a very record time. Let's see another answer when I am receiving. Maheshwar is telling 19 pi by 12. Okay. Speed. Now next, anyone knowing what is the answer? Check better about it. Definitely again this part will be written as secant inverse 2 tan pi minus pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 means pi minus pi by 4. And here secant inverse of minus 2 is given. That is, we know secant inverse pi minus pi by 3 minus, directly this one we can write pi by 4. Okay, I missed secant. I have to write here secant. Otherwise, beta secant pi minus pi by 3 secant inverse. Correct only na. That is, it will come directly. I should write no secant inverse pi minus pi by 3. Then it will come correct. Now here it is coming pi by 2 1. So secant inverse 2. Secant inverse 2 will come. Secant inverse 2 will come here because beta pi minus pi by exactly pi minus pi by 4. Here again minus 2 will come. Wow, very good. Change of answer. Why change of answer? 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta second quadrant. So tan will exactly give minus 1. When tan will give minus 1, then here it will become secant inverse minus 2. So here it will become 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. Here it will again come secant inverse minus 2 is 2 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. Okay, so 4 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. 16 pi minus 3 pi by 12. 16 minus 3 is 13 pi by 12 is the correct answer. 13 pi by 12 is the correct answer. This time answer given is Harish has given 13 pi by 12, Maheshwar 13 pi by 12, Vishika 13 pi by 12, Anish 13 pi by 12. And now I am seriously struck. The problem here is this was on a hat trick question and first time answer came is wrong. So definitely on a hat trick question in first time itself you have to solve correct. Try again. Next question, beta. Harish, I hope you might have understood. One time itself you have to solve it correct, beta. Now find the domain of secant inverse 2x minus 1. Quick. Domain of secant inverse 2x minus 1. I am bounded by rule, otherwise Anish will first say itself. Auntie, did you change your rule that hat trick question? First time itself you have to be correct, then only you will give hat trick. Secant inverse 2x minus 1. Secant inverse 2x minus 1 beta. Try this question out. Secant inverse 2x minus 1. Secant inverse 2x minus 1. You have to find domain, no principal, domain. Find the domain and tell the answer beta. Find the domain and tell the answer. No answer. Should I solve this question? Do you want to try this question or should I solve this question better? Should I solve this question? No one got answer. Now look here beta. We know secant inverse lies between -1 to -infinity and 1 to positive infinity. -1 to, okay, Vishiga gave the answer first. Infinity to 0 and 1 to infinity. Okay, Maheshwal also said -infinity to -1 and 0 to infinity. Where is Harish? Okay, -infinity to 0, 1 to infinity. Let us check beta. So definitely 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1 must be exactly less than -1. 2x minus 1 must be less than -1 because beta here you have to go left of -1. Left of -1 means this value must be less than -1 because all values will be here less than -1. Beta, because when we go right the value becomes greater, when we go left the value becomes lesser. So 2x minus 1 will be less than -1. That means 2x, this -1 is exactly 1 you add both side, it will become 0. So x is less equal 0. X is exactly coming less equal 0. Okay, Harish is telling -infinity to 0 and 1 to infinity. So everyone is exactly going to some other field right now. Here -1, 2x plus 1 is there or 2x minus 1 is there? 2x minus 1 is there in the question. So definitely here it is coming beta 0 to this part. If we will add plus 1, so definitely one part I got x less than 0 is coming. Next part 2x minus 1 greater than 1. So definitely if we will add 1, so it will become 2x 1 plus 1, 2x 2, x should be greater than 1. So definitely here it is changing, it is absolutely changing. It is exactly coming from 0 to infinity and here from 1 to positive infinity. So for that value it is exactly changing beta. It is changing. So it is coming -infinity to 0 union 1 to infinity. -infinity to 0 because x should be less than 0. X should be less than 0. So this region -infinity to 0 and then 1 to infinity. So let me check. Vishiga got first rank.
Anish got second rank. Vishika, your answer is absolutely correct, beta. Harish got third rank. Harish got third rank. So Vishika's answer is absolutely correct. Anish answer is absolutely correct. Harish answer is absolutely correct. Maheshwal, beta, -1 will not come. Only one mistake. That interval what you have written, Mahesh, that answer is exactly this one, beta. Check one more time, Mahesh. Anyone is having doubt, please kindly say. Anyone having doubt, please kindly say. Answer is this one only, beta. -infinity to 0 and 1 to infinity. Correct only coming. You check it again. Who disliked the class by? Who disliked the class? Tell me. So what I taught is wrong. Then you disliked. -infinity to 0. Correct only, na beta. How it is wrong? Tell me. +1, if I will add both sides, then it will become 2x less than 0. So x less than 0 will come -infinity to -0. -infinity to 0. And beta, next part it is coming 1 to exactly going infinity. So 1 to infinity part is coming correct only. Next section, beta. Next section of question. Same type question solved. So mistake is coming. Next type question you solve. Write secant inverse. Secant inverse. Secant inverse 3x plus 1. Find the domain. Find the domain of it, beta. Find the domain of it. Someone is meaningly doing this. What? If you can teach better than this, then come and teach. Find the value and tell me. Anyone not understood, then please tell me what you have not understood here. It's the non-subscribed person who is doing this. Maheshwar understood, Harish understood, Vishiga understood, Anish understood. Anish, Vishiga. Tell the answer, beta. Tell the answer. Secant inverse 3x plus 1. Secant inverse 3x plus 1. Same work you have to do. You know that secant is exactly lying between, secant values lie between -1 to -infinity and 1 to infinity. Let's see who got the answer. Harish is telling -infinity to -2 by 3. -infinity to -2 by 3. And then 0 to infinity. Maheshwal is also telling question is 3x minus 1. 3x plus 1. Okay. Sham is also telling -infinity to -2 by 3. And this much part is coming. Okay, beta. X less than -2 by 3. Now look here. What we are going to do here is we will be taking it from 3x plus 1 should be less than -1. So definitely if we will shift this one that side, it will become -2. So x will be less than -2 by 3. 100% x is less than -2 by 3. That means Harish, your first part is correct. That is -infinity to -2 by 3 closed interval. Correct only. Now next part is 3x plus 1 is greater equals 1. So beta 3x plus 1 is greater equals 1. So definitely this will go, it will become 0. So x is exactly greater than 0. So now union x is exactly greater than 0 to infinity. Let's see. Minus infinity to, correct only Maheshwal, x less than minus 2 by 3, correct only beta. So minus infinity to minus 2 by 3, correct only. Harish answer is Harish first, Maheshwal second, third Vishiga, fourth Sham. Anisha sent the answer, na? Correct only. That I know beta. Typing error many a times it is coming. No problem with that. Typing error comes beta for these type of questions. No problem. Solve next question beta. No problem Anish. No problem. Typing error comes beta. Find the domain of secant inverse x minus tan inverse x. Find the domain of secant inverse x minus tan inverse x. So you have to be very careful for solving this question beta. Secant inverse x minus tan inverse x. Common region find. Common region find. Secant inverse x minus tan inverse x beta. Find the common region. Everyone understood how to find this region? First tell me. Everyone understood? Everyone understood how to find this? Tell me beta, everyone understood this? How to get this part? First tell me. That means I am thinking some of you have not understood. That's why doing this. So for me important is Sham, yes auntie understood. Anish understood because you children are answering right now. Secant inverse x minus tan inverse x beta. Solve this question. Solve it fast, solve it fast. Tell me what will be the answer for this beta. Secant inverse x minus tan inverse x. Secant inverse x minus tan inverse x. Minus infinity to minus 1, 1 to infinity. Minus infinity to minus 1, 1 to infinity. Absolutely correct. Maheshwal, your answer is first. Today very difficult to give ranks. Secant inverse x and tan inverse x beta. Secant inverse x, definitely you know its interval lies between. Secant inverse x interval lies between. We have to check for its principal. So secant inverse x interval lies between minus. Tell me, secant inverse x first only Maheshwal only did. Domain will definitely be beta lying between minus infinity. Secant domain will be lying between minus infinity to minus 1 union. This is exactly lying. It is lying between 1 to infinity. But beta tan inverse, intersection tan inverse. So this part intersection tan inverse. Tan inverse x exactly set of real numbers. Set of real numbers. So definitely real number is a big field. This one will become our answer. So minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity will be the correct answer only beta. 1 to infinity will be the correct answer. What happened Maheshwal? Answer is absolutely correct beta. Answer is absolutely correct. Minus infinity to minus 1, 1 to infinity, answer is absolutely correct. Reason behind is tan inverse x, domain will be set of real numbers. Yesterday itself we have done, na? Correct, Anish. Minus infinity to minus 1 and 1 to infinity. Absolutely correct answer, beta. I'm going to keep it till here. Tomorrow cosecant. Tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow and Sunday holiday, beta. Tomorrow and Sunday holiday. Okay. And the person who disliked, please kindly tell where you have not understood. Your understanding is more important than your anger. Which section not understood, beta? Tell me one time, I will explain this part. I hope everyone might have understood. Leave it. Not affecting me nowadays. Bye.